Hi everyone, it's Jen from McLane Fitness, and today I have a boot camp workout. I know I don't have my normal crew with me. I had to cancel Saturday's boot camp and I'm recording on a Friday, so I just want to make sure I have something available for you on Monday. So if you haven't already, I'd appreciate if you guys would subscribe to my channel and hit the bell if you want notifications. This is a format today that we're going to do that I've done before. Megan had made a comment that I needed to make another one, so I was like, all right, I'm in. So it might be kind of long. The last one was long. Using my typical boot camp equipment, you know, elevation, kettlebells, dumbbells. The format will be some rep sets, 5x5s, 4x4s, 3x3s, and then having some EMOMs, and then a nice little Turkish get up flow with the kettlebell. You'll see as we move along. So we're going to start with the warm up. I'm going to do inchworm, so walking out in a plank, and then inchworming my feet in, so getting your legs and upper body warmed up, and we're going to alternate that with side squats. So a 4-minute Tabata, body weight only. We're going to start in 10 seconds. Make sure my timer is ready. 10 seconds, here we go. Hopefully my timer is loud. Inchworming out into plank. There we go. Come down, stretch, walk it out, and then walk your feet in. And then walk your feet back. And keeping that core tight, and walking your hands back. I'm not going to come all the way up, I'm just going to kind of hang here, stretch, and go back out. Alright, side squats. I'm just going to side squat to one side. Opening up my hips, getting my glutes ready. Together. You could put a circle loop band on if you want to make it a little bit harder and really feel our part of the glutes. Go deep and keep that core tight. All right, walking it out. Come down, stretch it out. So I have, unfortunately, I don't know if it's unfortunate, but a busy Saturday. So I have a funeral, and then I have finally, I need to get to do my walking in, my memorial for my dad. So because of COVID, we weren't able really to celebrate. So we're doing that tomorrow. All right, side squat onto the other side. So it'll be nice to actually celebrate his life, like almost a year and a half later. Squat, open up, keeping that core tight, and getting ready for this crazy killer workout. All right, back to those walkouts. We are halfway there, and then we're going to go right into our 5x5. Focus, feeling this nice stretch in my hamstrings. I'm feeling my calves work, which is good because we'll be doing some jump rope. So I don't know if I mentioned that, but you don't need a jump rope. You can pretend. All right, side squats to the first side. I don't feel like getting warm. It's kind of cool out today. Low 50s, which is good. I won't be as sweaty as normal. All right, one more time through. Last 20 seconds, so I was really focusing, so that's why I was quiet. All right, here we go. We have 3 moves in these rep sets, okay? And the repeat for this first one will be 5 times through, 5 reps. We have pullovers with a leg drop. We have an elevated plank, row to press, and then somersault to hike swings. So I will use my 50 for that, 35s for the first, 20 for the elevated plank row, and then like I said, 50 for follow my lead. Make sure I walk you through it the first time through, okay? So starting with pullover leg drop, I'm gonna use a heavy 35. I'm gonna do more of a bent knee. So I'm gonna pull that weight overhead. 5 reps, dropping the legs and dropping that weight. 1. Get some core, 2. And back. 3. 4. And 5. Lower. So working a lot of that in this first round. Elevated. I like to do elbow plank. So you're gonna row, turn, and press. That's 1, 2, 3. 1 more on this side. So you're getting core here again. 5. Lower, switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, somersault, squat to a hike. So combination move. I like to start with the bell out and in that squat, okay? Okay, and then you're gonna hinge up. So you're gonna tap back, forward, and then hike. That's 1. So a little swing. 2. 3. Butt up, like you're hinging. 4. And 5. So just enough to feel nice burn in your quads. Let me move my breathers. On to pullovers, leg drop again, round 2. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, row to press. The elevation gives you more range of motion. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 more. And 5. All right, somersault. I might put a mat here. Feel it rubbing against my hand. All right, somersaults and hike. I like these. I think I've been doing them a lot lately. Right, so sit back into your squat. And then swing. It's like a reset. 1. Low reset. 2. 3. 4, and 5. Grab that. All right, back to pullovers. Arms up, legs up. 1, 2, 3. Long arms. 4 and 5. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other side to finish it on 3 for these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, somersault to a hike. One, 2, 3. Make sure you have that nice hinge position. 4 and 5. All right, around 4, 2 more rounds. Focus, soft elbow. 1, 2, use those muscles. Bringing those legs and hands together, and you're really feel your abs. 4 and 5. Whew. Hit nose back twice, exercise back to back on the back. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 more, and 5. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Squat, somersault squat to hike swings. Just try making sure your chest, you're always hinging. 1, 2, 3. Nice quad burner. 4 and 5. Last round coming up. And then we got the EMOM. 10-minute 300-meter jump rope again. So similar in how we did it last time. Evens and odds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Whew. other way. All right, last time. 1, 2, squeeze the glutes too. Got that core working. 3, 4, and 5. One, 2, 3, 1 more, and 5. All right, we got the last round of these. I hate to see these go. I like these so much. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, we are moving on. EMOM, 10 minutes. Jump rope for the first minute. And then, I don't know what to do with my jump rope. And then, we're gonna go from, here it is. So 1 minute, full minute. And then you're gonna alternate that with push-ups. You can do 5 push-ups into 5, so hopping your feet in, bear shoulder taps, so 10 total. And then you're gonna do half burpee. So it's a burpee without a push-up. If you wanna add a push-up, you probably have time to. I think this won't take that long, so body weight. So if you're not warmed up already, the jump rope will get you there. All right, starting in 3 seconds, full minute. You can fake it. At least when you fake it, you won't mess up. So go at the speed that works for you. You want to do double unders, go for it. Oh! You mess up. All right, keep going. So we'll get 5 minutes of jump rope today. 30 seconds. Core tight. Working those calves. Working those wrists. 20 seconds. Five seconds. We'll go right into this 5 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hop it in. 10 total. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that push-up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, you got 20 seconds. Jump rope again. So recover. I can see my hair's already getting all over the place. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Just gotta focus so I don't miss. I like jump rope. I like how it works my calves because I always feel like they get neglected unless I'm like running. Need to get worked in some exercise, but I feel it most when I jump rope. 30 seconds. I'm keeping my core tight. Have fun with those 20 seconds. Last 10. Going right into those push-ups. One, two, head into alignment. 3, 4, pop it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 20 seconds, gotta fix my hair. Try and allow that heart rate to come down. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Whew. Round 3. 40 seconds. 30 seconds. We're getting there, 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Don't rotate those hips. 1, 2, 3, and a good alignment. 4, 5, the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We have 2 more rounds. Whew. Use this time to recover. Seconds to go. Hairs in my eyes. This is the only time I need to jump rope today. Close to 30 seconds. We're almost there. Almost halfway. We're about halfway now. "22 seconds. Push through. "8 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. One more round, 2 minutes. Whew, and then we have our flow. I'm gonna use a 30. Let me just get that out so it's ready. All right, 5 seconds. Whew. Went quick. Here we go, last time jumper. 40 seconds. Okay, it's 15 seconds. Last time through. 5 seconds. All right. Push-ups. You can use your full minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2. Obviously, if you want more rest, you don't do the push-up. 3. Last one. And 4. All right. So we have our flow. We're going to do actually figure 8 around the world. Catch, snatch, reverse Turkish get up on this side. Then we're going to bring it down, and then we're going to figure 8 around the world on the other side. So figure 8 around the world, so we'll end up switching leads. I'm going to use my 30. I'm going to go down on my Turkish get up. I don't do this, we'll need space for that. Okay, so we're going to do figure 8. Bring it around the world. Catch. We're going to snatch. And then we're going to come down and reverse. So the side of the leg comes down. Actually, that's the other one. Okay, you're going to look up, you're going to come down. You're going to kick that leg out. And you're going to slowly lower. And then you're going to come back up. Bring that leg up and back. Kind of doing that windmill thingy. And then coming all the way up. All right, now we're going to figure 8. Around the world. Catch. This gets us in the other lead. Snatch. And then the leg goes down. You're going to look down. The leg's going to kick out. And come all the way down with control. And you're going to press up. Whew. Lift the glutes. Bring it back. And come to stand to finish. So we'll just do this 2 more times. Set that aside. We're on to our 4x4. So we're going to do a chest press into a half Turkish get up. So you're just going to do that portion of the Turkish get up where you're lifting your hips up off the ground. 4 on each side. We're using 25. Then I'm going to do Froggy hop, hand clean, using my 50 with the kettlebell, and then finishing with, we're going to do a row. So row, when we're down, we're going to figure 8, catch into a reverse lunge. So opposite leg. Actually, the weight that's holding the bell hits the leg that's going to go back. Then you're going to bring it down, and you're going to row. So teach to the opposite side. So that'll be 8 total. 4 times through, starting with the chest press. Single arms, do 2 arms, 4 on each. And this leg's going to be up, like we are, like we do with the Turkish get up. So you're going to press, and then you're going to come up, and I'm going to do hip. 1, all the way down. 2, squeeze the glutes. 3, 4 on this side, and then we switch. Finish it completely. So all the way down and bring it down. Switch sides. So press. 1. Make sure you have room. I have so much stuff around. 2. 3, 1 more. And 4, we got that froggy hop, no push up, and lower. Here's my 50. So hang cleans. Just make some space here. So I'm gonna start behind my bell. But you want to straddle it kind of when you come forward. 1. So it's a clean with a squat. 2. 1 more. And 4. All right, we have that row. I'm gonna use my 35. So row, figure 8, catch, reverse lunge. So row, figure 8, catch, reverse lunge. And then you're set down. Row, 2. 3, I'm gonna go this way so I have more room. So always switching leads on that figure 8. And then when you kind of swing, set down. I think this is 6. One more. So staying low to finish that figure 8 and then come up for the lunge. All right, you're done that side. 3 more times. Back to our press with the half. Slowly roll down. Leg up, arm up. Whew. Looking up at that weight. 1. 2, really squeeze those glutes hard and tight without overextending. 3, locked arm when you bring it up. And 4. Other side. I feel like this is in my way. 1. This is not cheating when you're using your other hand, okay? 2, it's part of the Turkish gut. But try and make sure your body, not your arms, doing the work. 1 more. And froggy hop, hand cleans. and 4. Slowly lower, and finish it. The bad thing about laying down is you don't want to get up. Alright, especially for these. So we're launching forward. 1. 2. 3. 1. And 4. All right, stay great for the row. 8 total, because you got 2 legs and 2 arms. Start with my right. I forget what I started last time. Reverse lunge. 1. Make sure your core is tight though. Don't lean too far forward. 3. 4. 5. Did I do it right? Forgot the row. So row. Last one. And 8. You know what? I'm gonna be weird. Finish that row because I forgot it. Alright. We're halfway there this time. Back to this chest presses with the half Turkish. One. 2. 3. 4. Other side. 1. Don't rush. And really think of the core working in this entire movement. Whew. And lock that arm. 1 more. Froggies with the hang clean. Thank God it's only 4, right? 1. 2. 1 more. All right, okay, great. Whew. With that row. Those gonna hurry up. One. So do these. The entire body here is working. 2. 3. 4, 5, and 6. 2 more. Row. Figure 8. 7. Last one. And then one more round. Row. There's a lot going on with this exercise. You gotta really focus. All right, last time. Through. Presses. Oh, deep breath. 1. 2. 3. And 4, other side. Get prepared for that EMOM that's coming up. 8 minutes of an EMOM. Two. One more. And 4. All right, froggy plank out. One. 2. 3. And 4. Here we go, last time. One. 2. 3. Definitely feel like this is harder the first set. Halfway there. Nice big belly catch. Keep that core tight because you're kind of in that hinge position. Right here, this part. We got one more. And I got our EMOM every minute, on the minute. Evens, we're doing odds and evens. Alright, so we are going to do weighted for the second move. I'll tell you the first one in a second. Weighted single leg burpees. You're going to go down arms in a deadlift, pop it back, push up, and then come up. You're going to do 4, and then you're going to go into 4. I haven't decided yet. I'm thinking either reverse. Nice to wait till the last minute, but I wanted to really do 2-step. So we might have time for 2-step, but you're just focusing on one side. We're not doing the other side, so you're only getting each side twice. The first exercise will be swings and reset swings. You're going to increase them. So 1, we'll start with the 1 reset. So 1 reset, and then we'll go right to 2 swings just because it's a little awkward. And then 2 resets, then 3 swings, 3 resets. We just keep adding until your minute's up. All right. We're going to start in 5 seconds, so 8 minute. I'll use my 50 for that. And oh, I do want to make sure my weights. I'm actually going to use 20s just because of the burpees. And you get that deadlift. Okay. Here we go. We're starting 5 seconds. I want to face this way, so I'm grabbing my weights. So 1 reset. And then 2 swings. 1, 2. Then we're going to do 2 resets. 1, 2, 3 swings. It's almost like a little confusing because you do kind of do a reset after this swing. So like that 1, 2, and then 4 swings. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's 1 reset. 2. 3, sit back, and 4, 5 swings. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to step down, that reset. Grabbing the weights, bring it back, push up. 1, 2, get a little bit of the deadlift. Then you're up, and then we'll just do 4 full reverse. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, let's do the other side. Whew, that was enough. Recover for the swings. Same format. I need more time. Here we go. So swing, and then do that reset. That's all. And another reset. 2 swings and another reset. So that's 1, 2, 3. I got it. 4 swings. 1. But that's reset. 2, 3. And now you're reset down. 1, 2. Don't lose form. 3. 5 swings. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1. Grab it from my other leg, okay? So my right's gonna go back. 1, 2, 1 more, and then 2 reverse lunges. The leg is up in the air. He's going to go back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, halfway there. We're only getting each leg another time. Ooh, let's see swings. 8 seconds. So 1, and then reset. And 2, and then swing, and then reset, swing. 1, do whatever you want. I'm kind of making up my numbers. 3, and then we're going to reset. Alright, and we're going to do 5 total swings, and reset it down. 3, 4, 5, 4, One more reset. And then swing it. 1 for 6. And grab those weights. Carefully. Leg burpee. 1. Control. You can tap your foot if you need to. 1 more. Reverse. Lunges, chest up. Deep. 1, 2, 3, and 4. One more time. And then we have our flow. Seconds. There's a reason why I put my 50. There's no way I can do 60. Gotta be smart. Four swings. 1, 2, 3, and set it down. 3 more with the reset. 1, 2. It's that pause. You can feel your glutes. Ready? 5 swings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set it down. Other side, you can take the whole minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forward reverse lunges if you have your balance. 1, catch it first. 2, 3, and 4. And lowering those weights. Recover. We have our flow. Remember, it's a bombing Turkish. Gotta using my 30. So remember, you have to figure it around the world. Just 2. You got that Turkish go after the snatch. So you're gonna figure 8 or all around the body. Catch it, snatch it, and then, if I can remember this right, it is opposite. Leaning down, looking up, kicking that leg through, slowly lowering. And all the way back up. With control. All right, back to that figure 8. Snatch. And come down, healing. Lean to the windmill. All right, coming back up. Do whatever you need to do that involves noises, it's totally fine. I'm okay with that. And you're done. Alright, we're going to move on to our 3x3. 3 Manmakers, so I'm going to use 25s for that. Then we have a swing catch with a lateral lunge, so you will need your elevation. And you have 2 legs, so there's that too. So I might just be facing you, my butt. You're going to swing. And then step up, 3 on each side. This is 3 times 3, this will go fast. And then we're gonna do a pendulum pass through, so three of these on each leg. Once again, I'm using my 40, but you're gonna pass through the middle and go reverse lunge. That's one, doing 3 on each side. All right, so my 40s and my 25s. All right, you remember those Manmakers. We have 3. Swap them back, push up, row, push up, row, up and in, clean, and press. Last one. Grab my 40 for the step up. Swing, catch, lateral step up. So standing back, opposite, you're going to catch and then step up. So swing, catch, actually bring your feet together. 1, bang my chest. 2. And 3. So sit down. And I'm going to face away. Opposite hand. 1. 2. And 3. All right, pendulum lunges with a pass through. So I'm going to lunge forward with my left. Forward, make sure I have room to reverse. That's 1. We're going to go quick. 2. And 3. Other side. 1. 2. Oh, balance. And 3. Whoa, I need to get, I think I'm not going to do it so close to this. All right. That's round 1. So quick, 2 more. Manmakers. One. 'Cause you guys know these well enough to walk you through it, but I'm going to walk you through the next one. All right, the last one. So remember, we're going to pop it back in, push up, row, push up, row, and then clean and press. Swing with a lateral. Grab a 940. Remember, outside hand and your feet will come together. Just make it easier for the step up. Whew. Only 3 reps. Come on. It's nothing. I like these 2. 2. And 3, switching sides. One. 2 more. And 3. Slowly lower. Let's see if I can be less wobbly on these. Deep breath. Focus on your balance. It's only 3 reps. 1, I'll go slow control. 2. And 3. Other leg. So the stable leg is where you should really feel it. 2 more. And 3. One more time. Manmakers. I'm just going to face this way so I have room for my legs. And push up. 2 moves. 1. 2. Last one. And that's 3. You don't need these. All right, swing, catch, step up. Nice little sweat going, not crazy like usual because it's cooler out. 1. Just enough to know you're working. 2. And nothing sliding and slipping. Bonus. Especially when you're working with the kettlebell. All right. Step down. We have a 6-minute EMOM coming up. One more time with the flow, and then you're done. More swings though. Setting it down. Set up for our pendulums. Whew. One, 2, chest up, and 3, feet together, switch hands, switch legs. 1, 2, and 3. All right, I'm going to keep this out because we have our 6-minute EMOM, and the moves are we're going to do an overhead swing into a squat. So be careful with this. Overhead's American. Then you're going to swing, squat, swing, swing, reset. Really pause on the reset, and then you're going to repeat. We're doing this 3 times through 6 minutes. Your second exercise is on the lighter kettlebell, and it's a little tricky. If you don't feel comfortable doing this, just do 3 on each side. And don't do the clean switch, because you're gonna row, and then you come up, you're gonna switch hands, press, then you're gonna come to this side and squat. You're gonna do 6 total. It could take close to the whole minute, just so you know. So then you're gonna have to go right to your swing. This is only 6 minutes, and then you're pretty much done. You don't have the flow next. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. Mentally prepare. I'm just gonna press it. It's gonna force me to go overhead. Overhead, swing, squat, swing, swing, and reset. So you're resetting for that overhead. Swing, squat, swing, reset. Make sure your arms aren't doing the work, okay? It should be core and legs. All right, you're about halfway there. So we're getting probably 6 of these each round. I think I missed the swing there. All right, 20 seconds. So overhead, just talking too much. Swing, squat, swing, swing, and reset. Breathe. Overhead, swing, squat, swing. It's perfect. So we're gonna row. I'm gonna switch, press, a little wobbly the first round, and squat. Then you're gonna row. And then you're gonna press. 2. 3. You notice one side is stronger. 4. 2 more. 1 more. And there we go. 20 seconds. 2 more times. Oh, we know 6 of those. 10 seconds. All right. We can do this. Going in 3. Go overhead. Swing. Squat. Swing. And pause. 1. I'm not gonna count. This is a time set. Almost halfway there. With this time, sit back into that swing, swing, release. Maybe 2 more. Last one. I'll do one over. Alright. Grabbing that. You're gonna row, switch, press, squat, lunge, row, press, row, lunge, row, switch, 2 more. Last one. All right, one more time through. Last 2 minutes. We're getting close. 8 seconds. 3 seconds. Overheads. Squat, swing. Swing. And pause. Overhead. Swing. Squat, swing. Swing. Reset. Just be careful with your shoulders coming out of that overhead. All right? Make sure the weight is right for that move. This part right here, and bring it down. Don't let that weight like pull you down. All right, 12 seconds. And you're done with these. All right, we can use a full minute. All right, you're gonna lunge, row, switch, press, and squat. Other side. Lunge, press, and squat. Make that switch. That's 3 more. Side looks better, I know it. Struggling with the other side. This side right here, right past. It's my left. Weaker side. All right, 1 more. And you're done. I did use most of that minute. All right. Breather. We just had that finisher and that flow. Oh, let me give yourself some room. Be happy to know. So close to being done. I was excited actually to do this workout. I know that's weird. Alright, it's been great around the world. Alright, things, and I'm like, woo, sounds fun. It was fun. Alright, now that's over. Around the world. Catch. Here, snatch. And then, I always forget. Goes back. You're looking up. Kicking it through. Come down. I think I'm actually going to give you a nice little stretch. We'll do it dynamic. Make it timed. Bring it down. Figure 8. Around the world. Catch. Down. Kick it through. Deep sigh of relief. And press up and bring it down and put that away. So what we'll do is we'll do Tabata style. I'm just going to run through some exercise and then we'll hold for the 10 seconds, okay? All right. Just so we feel like we're actually taking time to recover. I'm totally like just doing this off the cuff, so bear with me. We'll start with, I'm just going to start with some static lunges. I'll do my right leg forward, and then we'll hold. All right, so I just want to come down and up, and then we'll eventually hold deep. So just trying to get that blood flowing back into the legs. And 3 seconds. I want you to come down. I just want you to hold. And then we'll do the other leg. Okay, so coming up, static on the other one. Get that balance. I know your legs so tired. 5 seconds and we'll hold. Alright, just come down and hold. Then I'm going to have you go into down dog just because we're in this position. So I want you to come down dog into bear. Okay, so here. And then we're just going to hold down dog for the 10 seconds. Ooh, feel that nice calf. Hold down dog. And then we're going to go into plank, into like a full release push-up, and then we'll just hold Superman for 10 seconds. So all the way down. Release. And this is kind of like an exercise. Feel that nice back extension. Alright, so hold. And then we're going to actually bring our feet, hop our feet in and do like a hamstring stretch, raising our butt and then lowering it, and then we'll just hold a hamstring stretch. So this, and then coming down to a squat. Hold it up, and chest forward. And then we'll hold this position when we got that rest. And hold this. And then we're gonna widen our feet and go side to side. I'm trying to see how many rounds I have left. All right, so side to side. I just want you to go, actually go into your Cossack and stretch. And now what we'll do is we'll just hold like the plie, deep plie, pressing your knees out, opening up those hips. So we can pop it in just a little bit. And then I'm gonna have us go into Cobra, okay? Maybe we'll do like a back extension with it. Okay, so you're down, you're gonna do Cobra. I just want you to, I forget what these are called. Thoracic maybe. Extensions. And then we'll hold Cobra. And then we'll just do child pose. That'll be the last. And try and get our back. Actually, I'm doing more like, downward dog. You can drop your legs. It is the cool down. So get your core stretched. And then we're gonna go, we'll go in and out into child's pose. So coming down and coming forward. We'll hold child's pose. Stretch these arms out. And I think this is our last 10 seconds, so hold it. Feel that nice lower back stretch. Try and reach your hands out further. Alright, bring it in, come on up. Oh guys, I hope you enjoyed this boot camp workout with me by myself. So please let me know what you think. Don't forget, if you need to stretch more, get outside, get your vitamin D, drink lots of water, and I will see you next time. Bye.